A lock like that is a typical key lock, not connected to internet, no Wi-Fi, no nothing. You can buy a lock like that on Amazon and they are very cheap. However, this lock has been modified. Now it not only is opened by the key combination, but it also could be opened by connecting to a predefined Wi-Fi access point. The lock now has a Wi-Fi chip. It broadcasts a certain access point. If you connect to this access point, it will unlock the lock. Access point with a very secure password. Okay, the lock does not lock now. We press connect. See, the lock is unlocked now. And it will be unlocked every 5 seconds. Now we disconnect from the net, from this Wi-Fi, and the lock is not open anymore. So this could be done with pretty much any lock, and that's very easy to do. So let me show what is inside. Yeah. This is how the original unmodified lock looks like. As you see, the design is really simple. This keyboard goes to the buttons on the other side. The microcontroller and a flash, like an EEPROM, keeps the data there, so it could be programmed, and of course it has to remember the data between memories. The way we add Wi-Fi connectivity is by using this model. This is This is ES8266 a $2-3 model, which you can buy on eBay, and by adding that into the lock, by programming it first of course, it will enable the Wi-Fi connectivity. Of course it has to be programmed. This one I have here has been already programmed. It's a bit bulky, so I don't have it here. The thing is that if you see, there is enough space to keep the model there. Now I'm going to create a wrap around this model, because there are two problems. This model needs 3 and 3 volt, while the lock is operating at 6 volt. This will burn the model, so we need converter. And second, to use the GPIO from the model we need a transistor, so a small scheme has to be assembled. This is the final assembly module. It has a 3 and 3 volt converter and a transistor to turn on GPIO. Now all we need to do is to solder the module to the power outlets, and as I mentioned, we only need to solder 3 pins, so it's fairly simple, and I already know where the pins are and which are they, and we are ready to power it the way. So we can now assemble it back, because we don't want any shortcuts. We wrap that with the electric tape, and now the assembly part, which is a bit tricky, but because there is so generous space in the lock, it's not difficult at all. Pull it down a bit. Good. Everything seems to be right. Now we screw it back. So it's screwed back, and the battery is back. This button resets the code, so you can program it again and again. Finally, once installed, the screw goes here, and 1, 2, 3, 4 opens, doesn't open anymore, and we connect to unlock me, and it opens. As you see, fairly easy operation, so you have to be very careful if you buy a used lock. Now, there is one thing how you can see if your lock has been modified that way. Typically, the locks have a relatively low power consumption. After this kind of modification, the power consumption would increase. So if we go into milliamperes and connect the battery here, we see that the lock is consuming around 77 milliampere from the battery stack. This is probably at least 20 to 40 times what it should consume originally. If you don't know how to measure the power consumption, the easiest way to find out would be to see how long the battery lasts. With this kind of consumption, I don't think this battery stack would last more than a few days. In a real lock, it should last a year or even more. So this would be the second way to take a look at that. Okay, that was it. Thank you very much. Bye.